Hello, hello, and welcome back to Trying to Figure It Out. I'm Allie Petitti, and with me today we have our favorite recurring guest, Beau Stone. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to Trying to Figure It Out.
Thank you for having me. No, I'm so excited to be back.
We haven't taped together since Halloween when we were painting pumpkins.
That was such a great day.
That was a great day, but also, do you realize how long ago that was? You haven't even taped in the new setup yet.
No, I've been here. I love it. I love this setup. It's great, but it's the same people, and I love that.
Same people, same vibe.
Hey,
it's great. But for those of you who are new here, Beau is one of my amazing friends. He's also my hairstylist, colorist, everything you can imagine. He is incredible at what he does, and he comes on the podcast to kind of lighten the mood a little bit, just give you guys more context on who I am and what I'm like with my friends. Also, he just brings such a positive energy, and he always makes me laugh, so I love taping with you, and I'm just happy you're back.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, well, first off, you moved.
I moved. I did one of those things that I always do once a year where I move because I'm a consistent mover.
You really are.
People say it's like the worst thing in the world. It's one of the most stressful things in life to do. Yet somehow I've lived in LA 6 years and I've moved every 6 of them.
Is that true? Really?
Almost.
I feel like you were at the bungalow for 2 years.
A year and a half. And I stayed in a place before that for 2 years. Now, I love moving because it's like a cleanse. You get rid of all of your shit that you don't really need, all of your stuff. And you get to like start fresh. And, you get to like pick a new drive to work,
Interesting. A new route.
Yeah. And even if I live in the same neighborhood, I'll always do a different drive. Like, I'm like, I can't turn down that street.
Yeah.
So I have a new drive to work. It's stressful.
But you do have a pool, which you were in today before you came here. I FaceTimed you, like, honestly, an hour ago, and you were in the pool. And for a second, I was like, is he coming? Like, what's going on?
Let's just say I took a nap, and I did one of those... And I changed really fast and rushed out the door. I woke up to your text. Let me know when you're on your way.
Well, I'm glad that woke you up. Honestly, I feel like when someone sends me a text and I'm in a nap, like a good one, I don't wake up to a text.
I had an alarm set, but I guess I had just somehow slept through that first one. But I knew I wasn't going to like oversleep. But anyways, so I moved. I love my new place.
Honestly, I need to come see it, but it looks so nice and massive. And it seems like you have a lot more space.
It's just beautiful. It's got great space, but more or less like the neighborhood is very good for walking the dogs. And, it's like a short walk to Chateau Marmont. It's a short walk to like Tower Bar. It's very... very great location, so I'm super happy.
Do you find yourself actually walking to those places?
It's a quick Uber.
It's a short walk, and it's an even quicker
Like,
Uber.
I would walk home, but I would never walk there.
That's fair. You're starting the night. Like, you're not like there yet. At the end of the night, you're like, okay, fuck it, I'll walk home.
Okay,
That's fair.
Look at the lights, the strip.
Another thing that you told me recently is that you changed your hours to be done at 5 p.m. every day, which for listeners who have been here, this is shocking news. This is a very shocking development. Beau works more hours than any human being I've ever met in my life. He just told me he has a 6 a.m. appointment tomorrow, which is a Saturday. And he usually would start his day around 8, sometimes earlier, and finish his day around 8. And he would always accept or say yes to a new client who asked to come at 6 o'clock. He would say yes to me. He'd be like, oh yeah, like I'm done for the day at 6, but why don't you come at 6 and we'll just stay late at the salon and like just do a whole hair renewal, whatever. As your friend, I've always been like, this is not going to be sustainable for long. So how has it been having this changed schedule?
I really love it, except I'm like contemplating the fact that I leave at 5, but like somehow a 15-minute car ride takes like 40 minutes when you leave at 5.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do I stay? Like, I'm like, what is the... But no, I love it. I'm like, I used to close the salon. Now I'm all packed up and I'm like, bye.
And everyone's
See
like,
you. Yeah.
where is this man going?
Where are you going? Like one of my coworkers was like, who are you dating? Like, do you have a boyfriend? Like, what's going on? Like, are you, you must be seeing somebody. And I was like, no, I'm just going home.
Yeah.
I've got a life. Like I'm going to the gym. I'm going to a movie. I've gone to like, I do things in the afternoon.
Which is so nice to hear because I feel like it, for me, like I always want to make plans with you and I always know like it's always a gamble. Like, is he done? Is he not done? And you're usually not done. And then when you are, you're like, I'm going to go to bed now because I have to get up again at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely glad that you changed your hours. Do you think it'll last?
I think until winter. Like, I think I'll definitely go back to my normal hours when it gets busier. But I think summer, and I think I'll just do that seasonally.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I think I'll start to keep, like, Friday afternoons off and, like, I'll make more time.
And you have Sunday, Monday off, right?
Typically.
You always wiggle in a few people, I know.
I travel on Sundays and Mondays. So, like...
How often are you going to Vegas these days?
I go every 6 weeks, like on the dot.
It feels like more than that. Or just maybe 6 weeks go by really fast. But I feel like every time I text you on a Sunday to hang out, you're like, Vegas.
I'm in Vegas, yeah.
I'm like, how again?
I'm always there. I was just there last weekend.
I did see that.
But that was for fun. I've been going to Vegas for like 2.5 years. And I go every 6 weeks and I go and do hair at their house and I fly right home. Now, I've never been to Vegas proper. I've never done the Strip. I've never been to, the casinos. I've never been to a nightclub or a show. I did Vegas.
You went to see Adele, which looked insane.
And you know me, like, Adele's the only name I knew that I saw.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I met the Chainsmokers. I met Diplo. There's this guy who wears a marshmallow head. Saw him.
Wait. I'm sorry. Are you being serious?
Yeah, like the guy with the marshmallow.
Okay, you just said there is a guy who wears a marshmallow head.
Yeah.
Do you not know who Marshmallow is?
Yeah, he's like, it's like an X for an eyes.
But I'm just saying, like, was that the first time you'd ever seen who that is?
Like, I've heard, like, he's like a little Pillsbury Doughboy playing the DJ.
Oh my God!
What?
So
like a little Michelin man?
You don't know who Marshmallow is.
His name is Marshmallow. I found, but it's like not with a W. It's like Marshmallow.
With an O.
Yeah. Why? Is he?
I'm just laughing because I feel like he's one of the most famous DJs, and like you've probably seen his face everywhere. You probably would never know what he looks like without.
I really want to know
the little thingy on. Fun fact. I know because I went bowling a couple weeks ago and he was bowling in the lane next to me and I was like, I had no idea. There was just a bunch of security guards and Miles was like, that's Marshmallow. And I was like,
where's the hat?
I would have literally never known that was Marshmallow if I had not, like if you were not telling me that.
Why do we need security guards if you always wear a hat?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I don't know who Sia is. I know she's old, but like she's like out there like living her life.
You would recognize Sia. I feel like enough people have seen her face.
Yeah.
I think you'd recognize her. You maybe not. Okay, sorry I interrupted you, but that was just really
So yeah, I was like at this little, we thought we were going to the pool. Turns out pools in Vegas are like not like lounge, like don't bring your book.
So were you guys getting like tables at all these things or were you just like kind of like lingering around?
You know me, like I just walk upon these things and next thing you know, I'm like, what's that? Who's that? No, I'm not at a table. I can't breathe at a table. I'm all of a sudden in the front row, like,
raging.
Cool.
You're like, oh, look, it's the marshmallow guy.
He's got a marshmallow. That's unique. That's silly little guy. Turns out the Chainsmokers were there. I know who they are because, like, I've seen them at like Snow Globe like years ago. I don't understand what they do.
Okay, honestly, I kind of feel you on that. Every song of theirs, in my opinion, sounds very similar. I'm pretty sure one of the guys sings in some of the songs.
Oh, he does. I saw him. He took his pants off. He was singing on the stage, and I was like, "Sir,
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I think they're a little bit like
College ended.
obnoxious, like full of themselves vibes, and I don't love their energy.
Oh, I love
but
it.
they do have hit after hit.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like him. And then he's like dancing around. I was like, what's his name?
Then he took his pants off, and you were like,
And then I was like, whoa, sir. Whoa, sir. Anybody have any ones?
That is a thing in Vegas that I did not realize. And like my friends make fun of me for this, but every time I go to Vegas twice a year in November and usually in the summer. And every time we go to the same clubs. And when we're at the club at the beginning of the night, there's like real money just all over the floor. And me being me, I'm a gambler. So I'm like, this is hard cash that I can take straight with me as we leave this place to go to the roulette table. So I'm literally walking around the entire club on my hands and knees picking up the singles. And I have no shame. Like my friends have photos, videos, everything of me just picking up this money. I'm like, this is real money. Like this isn't like a toy. I'm out here looking like a total fool, but I don't even care because I've left before with like over $100 in my hand in singles. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you get when you actually put in the work. You're not listening to the DJ. You're on your hands and knees picking up the spare money on the floor. And it's great.
Pay to play, baby. Pay to play.
Wait, so you play roulette now?
I am a roulette junkie.
Since when?
I just learned how.
I know, because every other time you went to Vegas, you were like, maybe the slots.
I play slot. A little slutty slot. Slut for a slot.
Wait, so you played roulette?
I love roulette.
Let's hear about your gambling, and I want to hear more about Vegas.
So, I quickly hop on a little flight to Las Vegas. We literally got on the plane. They're like, your 45-minute flight is now going to be 10 minutes. Pretty much. And so I was like, okay. All right, 10-minute nap. So I took my 10
I know you and your 10-minute
Yeah,
naps.
I took my 10-minute snooze and I woke up in Vegas. Love that. We went to the hotel. Everything was green light. They're like, we're going to upgrade you. So we got on the like top floor. It was so much fun. And then we got ready, went to Nobu, which is right in Caesar's Palace next to Adele's theater.
Residency thing.
I hate Nobu outside of the Malibu Nobu. Like, first of all, I was treated like an amateur sushi eater. The guy.
And you're definitely not. I've seen you eat some of the most strange looking fish I've ever seen in my life.
I love sushi, and this guy treated me like it was like I was from like Casserole City of Middle America, and he was like, "So like, let me explain how the menu works, sir." I felt like a child, and I was just like, "Sir, you don't even have that fun stuff on the menu. It's like deconstructed spicy tuna crispy rice."
It is literally like you have to make it yourself.
Why is my spicy tuna crispy rice look like a hors d'oeuvre at a fucking like cocktail party? Like, can you just put it on the rice for me?
I'm sorry, I have to cut you off again. What did you just say it looked like?
Like an hors d'oeuvre at the cocktail party. Is that not right? I know I'm from Casserole City, but like, come on, don't treat me like it.
No.
Hors d'oeuvre.
It's an hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah, yeah, hors d'oeuvre. Hors d'oeuvre.
There's no B. There's no B. It's a V. Hors d'oeuvre.
Okay, well, maybe that's why he treated me like I was from Casserole City. But anyways, yeah, it was just so rude. I was treated like a man who...
I'm sorry for your experience.
who doesn't know what he's doing at Nobu. And he said to me, yeah, we have many specials here that most Nobus don't have.
Is that even true?
Whatever special they had in Las Vegas, I didn't need. I don't know. Maybe I was the special menu item with my hors d'oeuvre.
Okay, there you go. A little closer. A little closer. Okay, so take me back. Then you went to Adele, and then you went to a pool party. You went to nightclubs. You did like a real Vegas. You even gambled more than just the slots.
I left a strip club at 5:30 in the morning.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
My girlfriend.
I'm happy for you. You go to Vegas literally every 6 weeks and you've never done Vegas.
I left a strip club at 5:30 in the morning, and I talked to my mom the next day. She's like, "What did you do last night?" And I said, "Mom, I just had to know their names." And let's just shout out my girl Piper.
Was she one of the strippers?
I know this about me. Like, I don't come off as like the most gay looking man.
I would say that's true.
And let's just say we were with like 5 other guys that we had met, and I looked the straightest out of these 5 men. And I swear a new stripper would come up and sit on my lap every 5 seconds. And I'd be like, "Hey girl."
What did you like? What would you do?
Well, I was just trying to be cool, like be with the crew, you know. And
like
so like I was playing
boys.
it cool, and then like she'd like come. They don't like easily like come like they just sit on your lap.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, there's no room, there's no more seats. You need to sit. And so I was let them sit down, and then they'd be like, "So how are you doing, handsome?" And I'd be like, "I'm good." And
did you tell any of them that you were gay?
Oh wait, so I'd be like, "What's your name?" She's like, "I'm Piper." "Oh, that's a cute name, Piper. Cute." And they'd be like, "So like you want a private dance?" I was like, "No, I'm not really good at dancing."
What did they say?
They didn't get it until I finally had to be like, I'm unique, you know? Flicking my pinky up like no, you know, because I don't want to be like, I'm gay. I'm just like, I was like, "Oh, babe, sorry," you know? Like, they're like, "Oh,
Did she
come
get
on."
the message?
Finally, when I said, "You should cut your hair shorter."
That gave it. That was what gave it away. Everything else went right over her head.
I was like, "Is it really Piper?" So like, "What do you really want to do with your life, Piper?"
What did she say?
They walk away before they give me the answer.
Damn.
So like, what's your goals? Do you have a kid at home? Like, I just want to know more.
That would be you at the strip club, like trying to really understand like every single person's passion and like goals in life.
So like, what are you really into?
How do you feel about like a male strip club?
You know, I just don't think I have the body for it yet.
I'm curious, like what that is like as a gay man. Like what the
I don't
vibe
think
is.
it's like really like, unless it's like West Hollywood. I don't think there's like male strip clubs meant for the gays.
Yeah, meant for the gays.
It's for like bachelorette parties.
Yeah, for the girls.
And then there's that one weird gay at the bachelorette party who's like, "Woo, girl." Yeah.
That's very fair. Well, it sounds like you had a good trip overall.
One of my favorite parts was we went for a pool day. Literally, we're not looking for like pool party.
Right.
And, you know, I'm like swimming, and I just like, I'm swimming with these children, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of over this. Take me to the adult pool, you know? Like, I'd rather be playing roulette by the pool, or I'd rather be drinking or sitting, you know, I'd rather be at the pool club.
Right.
So we go to the pool club with our, like, you know, my friend's got her book bag, and like literally with Joan Didion in it. And like, we're at the pool club now. Anyways, the stuff I saw at the pool club.
Oh, it's different.
Remarkable.
It's different.
Remarkable. The poses I've seen, the trash in the pool,
It's scary.
the casualness of how like sad this world is.
It's like really crazy.
All summed up in one little shallow piss pool is so magical. There was a woman. There was a woman stumping around with a little boot on her foot like she had broken her ankle.
And she was just still going.
Still wearing a little Dorito chip top bikini and just shaking her boobs and just, you know, with that little boot flumping. Flump, flump, flump. You couldn't tell if it was Marshmallow spinning the track or if it was her boot just flumping around. So that was fantastic. And then like My friend pulled out her book to like make a little joking video, and this girl comes running up from afar. Oh my God, is that a book? And she's like, yeah. She's like, what is it? What's it about? I love books. This girl is 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
Like gone.
Gone.
And what's the book about? She's like, it's Joan Didion. Who's that?
What did your friend say?
She had like the audacity to like take her seriously and be like, you know, like it's a book about her life and you know, and she's like, I really love reading about women who are older than me and like their you know life and their stories because it gives me some perspective on what to look forward to. And she's like, that's amazing. Can I get a photo of it? I'm gonna get a photo of it. Then has to run back to her boyfriend to retrieve her phone. Comes drunk and stumbling back. Flump, flump. Takes a photo of it. I can't wait to get it at home. And I'm looking at this woman like, girl.
No chance. She's going to wake up the next day with like a picture of that book and be like,
no, the phone's gone. It's probably swimming at the bottom of the pool like a submersible.
That's also true. That's actually insane. That is insane. Isn't it weird to think that you've been going to Vegas this many times and this is what's been happening around you?
It's kind of magical, but at the same time, it's safer than I didn't know.
That's fair. That's why I've been saying I want to come with you.
Yeah, let's do it. We went to the pool club. We went to Excess at the Wynn 2 nights in a row.
So fun there. That's where all the money is, on the floor. It's just everywhere.
Yeah, it's so fun. But we made connections, and then the second night, like we had like a buddy who works there, so he like got us front row, or like we were in and out, like, you know, it was really cool. I went shopping too.
Oh, you did? That mall is crazy.
What do you mean, what mall? I walked the strip. There's like
That's
20,
what I'm saying. Like the strip
million...
is literally a strip mall. It's literally the whole thing is just stores.
Like if they don't have what you want at this Prada, why don't you walk 500 feet and go to this Prada? Or, you know, like they're out of this bag. If you know, backtrack to your hotel, they probably have it there. It's
crazy. Did you buy anything?
Yeah.
What did you buy?
Well, LA weather has been so groggy and like not nice, so I didn't even think about packing sunglasses. So when I got there, I was like, oh. And then when I was hungover, I was like, ooh.
Like needed sunglasses.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to drink today. Immediately went to Prada, and they're like, we're having an event in the store. Please go visit our bar.
Oh, and
okay.
Game over.
Next thing you know, I'm walking around. There's a man following me with a tray to hold my beverage. And I am like, I'm just there for sunglasses. Little did they know. But next thing you know, I'm trying on jackets and looking at all the new bags.
Did you buy more than sunglasses?
No, I stayed strong.
I'm proud of you.
I just got sunglasses.
They always get me when they offer me champagne.
Oh.
It's the worst.
The best way to do it. You feel like you're important.
And you just forget. You forget what you're doing.
You feel like you're just, it was meant to be. Put that in the bag.
Just add that.
Add to cart. Add to cart. But I did go to Hermes and got some cute little sandals for summer.
Cute.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. I had a great time.
Sounds like you really hit every stop.
Yeah. One thing I'll say though is I have been to Cipriani in New York, and I've been to the one in Vegas. I strongly dislike Cipriani.
I don't think it's great.
So, you know, it's wild. This is going to kind of lead into pop culture. So, I was judging the interior of the Cipriani in Vegas, and I was like, wow, it's very aquatic. And they have literally, like, it looks like a window on, like, a submarine out to water. And it's like an art piece.
Oh.
And this was on Sunday, the day of the missing submersible.
Oh, shit. We're taking it there. Oh, shit. God.
Been dying to get into this.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it. The missing submersible. I have so many thoughts on this. First off, I just want to start by saying that my condolences go out to the family members, and it's such a horrible tragedy and so devastating. But the one thing I will say that's been on my mind so much is, like, I don't know if you heard, but there was a boat carrying migrants to Greece, and it sank, and there were no resources utilized. And obviously stuff like that happens every single day. People are trying to seek salvation and safety for themselves to live in a safer, better place. And there's always danger and risk when you do that. But that being said, it's like to think that 5 people who paid obscene amounts of money to do something that is unbelievably dangerous, and like all of this money and effort goes into looking for them. It's just like such a blatant replica of like problems in this country, and it's just very sad. And that doesn't change the fact that it's a horrible tragedy, and it's very sad that like family members lost family members and that people passed away. But on this ship, there were 750 people, and only 100 of them are known to have been found. And we spent however, I don't even know like the finance. I don't know the finances of how much it costs to locate this little minivan sized submersible to go see the Titanic with tourists. Like how much money was spent on that. And then there's 750 people who are missing.
Here's the thing. America loves a rescue party. We love that. But like, we don't want to hear about like the migrants. Like sadly, like that was like the tragic part is like it took them like over a day and a half, I think, to go out and search for the migrants that were,
Yeah.
But what this has ignited in me is makes me feel like I can be an entrepreneur. That I too can build with a DIY kit anything my heart desires.
That is true.
I've got a few old Xbox controllers, and they're real Xbox controllers. They're not knockoff GameStop Xbox controllers. Like, I've got the real deal ones, and I think with, our minds combined.
Oh, now I'm involved?
I think we could
I got a Nintendo
find
Switch.
the lost city of Atlantis.
Now that
there we go.
is something I'm in for.
See, I heard that there was a handle in that submersible from Hamper World. I would love to go to Hamper World. I've never heard of it.
What is that?
I'm assuming it's like a container store for hampers. And another thing I heard about this story was, it was supposed to be like an 8 or 9 hour expedition. And someone said it's the kind of expedition you bring a bottle of water and a sandwich to.
Yeah, that's all they had was just one sandwich each.
What kind of sandwich? Are we talking ham and ham and cheese,
or like turkey,
or is this like a Gruyere and apple?
They were billionaires.
Yeah, so I'm giving
Maybe it
baguette.
was like a prosciutto caprese sandwich. Who knows?
Or
Look,
but
I also have another thought. I really do believe that there's one thing to be going down to the Titanic for like genuine historical research, but I don't think it's the most sensitive thing to be sending people like tourists to go on like a fun expedition to go see this horrible, horrible, horrible situation that happened, like a total tragedy. Let's like pack our sandwiches and our one bottle of water, hop in this like video game operated submersible and go look at the Titanic for fun. That alone seems kind of weird to me and like slightly problematic. I just don't really think that like it's super sensitive in the first place.
So do like I don't have like the greatest eyesight, even if I've had like whatever of that vision surgery, but like I would be so pissed when I got down there and the light was so dim
you could barely even see it.
Did you ever get in a deprivation chamber?
Like when it's like pitch black?
Yeah, would you ever get in one of those?
No. I don't want to explore my inner demons. I know they're there. Like they are there and they rage inside of me. I feel them in every bit of the anxiety I experience every day. I don't want to do ayahuasca or whatever it is to go deep into those demons and like see them full on. Like I don't want to.
So like, because
they're real.
That's something like that I don't ever want to do, but I feel like I should do. I feel like we should do it.
I don't think there's a dollar amount you could pay me to do it.
It's just like a little thing.
I think it would be like really, I might die just from like seeing how dark it is inside of my body. Like, I don't know. My demons are deep. So that's that. I think it's really crazy. Again, my heart goes out to family members. I think it's horrible that there was a teenager in the submersible that is like so devastating.
Other pop culture I had was...
Have you watched the Weeknd show?
Whew. I've never watched a show so bad that I can't not watch it, but I
can't
hate
stop watching it, but I
hate it.
absolutely despise it. It's really, really bad, and it's really sad because I don't want this to be the trajectory of his career.
But I can't not watch it.
I will be finishing it.
But
I'm still watching Grey's Anatomy. I don't know anyone who is still actively watching Grey's Anatomy.
But Lily Rose Depp is phenomenal.
She is.
She is.
I feel like this is
so
like her big
stunning.
debut.
And I think this is gonna like start a wave of those itty bitty little tiny tops that just aren't a top.
Yeah.
That just a lot of underboob is in the future. So much under tit is coming to a theater near you.
Underboob is making its way.
Little under tit.
It had a brief moment a few years ago, but now I feel like it's gonna have a real moment, kind of like low rises right now.
But that wig that he's wearing is so bad. You know that's not
You
his
think
real
it's a
hair.
wig?
Yeah, it's got to be. The hairline's funky. Anyways, can't stand him. Love Lily. I want to know if her dad's watching the show.
I don't see him being that fazed by it, but I feel like this is a good segue to do our next segment.
Great.
Now we're going to get into some how well do we know each other questions,
let's do
because I'd like to think you're my best friend and I want to see how well we really know each other.
Let's do this.
What restaurant do I go to at least one time a week?
I'm going to go with Shoe.
Yeah, you're right.
If not going there, you're picking up the gobo.
Yes, you're right. Shout out to Shu, my favorite sushi place. Okay, your turn.
Oh yeah, I'll go with the same one for the first time.
Okay. You go to Sushi Fumi once a week. If not twice.
Saturdays at 5:15.
Oh yeah, I know. What is my guilty pleasure?
Vaping?
Yeah, 100%.
Vaping anywhere and everywhere.
Having no shame about it, but also being like really good at being discreet about it. Like you would never know. Okay, your turn.
Who do I yell at the most?
Robbie. And it used to be Sal, but it's 100%. I literally am so taken aback sometimes. Like I just sit there while you're like teaching Robbie and I'm like, I don't know how he's doing this. Like, how does he make it? But it's also just funny because you're the least confrontational person I've ever met. So then watching you be confrontational in like a work environment towards your assistant, being like, this is what I need, always like fascinates me. I'm like, damn. Okay, what's my favorite ride at Disney?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Fuck yeah.
What is my biggest pet peeve?
Your biggest pet peeve is when your Uber driver drops you off like 600 feet in front of where you're supposed to be dropped off. Yeah, like he's on the wrong side, or he like keeps going straight and you're like, sir, it's right there. It's right there. And they just keep going.
That is.
Yeah, that's it.
It's right
or
here.
when people eat really fast. Okay, what's my go-to drink?
A Sancerre or like a...
Probably
depends
any
on where.
wine. Usually wine.
Yeah.
Of any sort.
You'd love a Sancerre.
Yeah, I do.
What don't I drink?
Ooh. I want to say like you'll have like a margarita, but you're not drinking shots of tequila. I've never seen you take a shot. That's a lie. I've definitely seen you take a shot. What am I talking about? I have a video of you drinking a whole bottle of tequila and a whole bottle of vodka. Never mind. I feel like dark liquor.
Yes.
Right?
Don't fuck with dark liquor.
Yeah, you don't really drink dark liquor.
No
but
rums,
you drink.
no...
Yeah. Okay, should we do one more?
Yeah.
Where would my dream wedding be?
I'm going to give two answers.
Okay.
One would either be at Universal Studios.
I can't even like say you're wrong because that would be like so funny and so real. Like imagine I like walk down the aisle and then quickly hop on a quick roller coaster and I'm like, all right, let's do this thing.
Or Bahamas.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
It'd be like
somewhere in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
For sure.
If I won the lottery, what would I spend it on?
You would buy a home.
Let's
I feel
try something
like
funner.
Okay, something funner.
Yeah. If I won the lottery, what would we all do?
Like together.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. I think we would just travel the world. Or like
go on a submarine.
Really?
Sorry.
I will not be in attendance for that one. But I support you. So our final segment of the night is going to be the classic Alpiece 3. You already know what it is. If you're new here, Alpiece 3 is we just pick 3 songs that fit the vibe of the episode, or in this case are just songs that we want to add on to the playlist. And Beau wants to add a Blink-182 song, so I'm going to let him go first.
I retract that statement.
Okay. Do you not know a Blink-182 song?
No, I do not. I would like to put Ocean Man by Ween.
Okay. I love that. I don't know if I know it, but we'll throw it in there. I will throw in a Blink-182 song. It's called I Miss You. You definitely know that song. Don't waste your time on me. You're all right. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I do. I just want to know what it was called.
Okay. Well, that's what it's called. And then the third one, you know what movie I saw this week was Elemental. I really liked it. And Lauv made a song for that movie. And I think it was like Steal the Show. And it's just like basically sounds like all of his other songs, but in the best way possible. I love it. So
Okay. That's 3.
that is 3. All right. Well, everyone listening, thank you for listening to me and Beau just do our silly banter. Honestly, when Beau comes on the podcast, I just feel like it's so refreshing and fun for me and fun for everyone to listen to. Beau, I love you. And to all my listeners, I love you all. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Beau, thank you for being here. I love you.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next week on Trying to Figure It Out.